Hey guys, welcome back to another video after Manchester City's absolutely brutal 4-1 victory last night over Wolves. It was wonderful. I had a fantastic night as well. Big love to every single one of you supporting me over on the We're Not Really Here show. By the way, look at this. Cancelo culture. I absolutely love it. Pretty much made it myself. You want to get one, by the way. Link in the top comment below. Cancel culture. Absolutely awesome. But last night was absolutely amazing. I'm still on cloud 9 from that. So sincere. All the comments on the video last night. Thank you. I went to the Etihad last night. Got to watch the game as part of the We're Not Really Here show alongside Nida Manua and Natalie Pike. And it was just an excellent experience. And because of that, I want to say thank you to my latest patrons. Big up Martin Dean. Big up Austin Zima. Big up Michael Ministro. All three of these absolute legends on the $3 tier. Thank you so much, guys. So much. I really appreciate the support. Patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany if you want to get involved a little bit. No worries if not. Just make sure to like, comment, subscribe and all that kind of stuff. But last night was brilliant. Thank you. 5 Things Learned coming very soon. But before I do that though, I want to say, watch this video. There's a new show over on Super 6's channel called Hold the L. And it's controversial. DT came out with this nonsense about Arsenal having a bigger rivalry with Manchester United than Manchester City.
Can I just say from an outside perspective, because obviously we're down south, I actually think that Arsenal have a bigger rivalry with Manchester United than Manchester City.
That's nonsense.
I'm sorry, but if you want to talk about Premier League and history, Arsenal and Manchester United dominated the Premier League for more than a decade. Ferguson versus Wenger, league titles, Battle of Old Trafford's, all these type of things. The rivalry between Arsenal and Manchester United, honest to God, I think is bigger because, you know, like it's already been said, Manchester City, they've come onto the scene now and everything else, but nobody looks at them as a rival. There's no real history of rivalry apart from postcodes in Manchester.
Lads, I'm just not having it. It's absolutely nonsense. I'm sorry. Maybe at one point Arsenal may have had a big rivalry with United, but that is pretty much dead in the dust. Any actual United fans, and I've lived and grown up in this glorious city. I have been to school. I have been to work. I have been to pubs. I've been around the city, and it is literally a blue-red divide. It's constantly. Derby Day is the big one every weekend, and this is a century-old rivalry. It means 1,000 times more. 1,000 times more than Arsenal United, which is a thing of the past. That's two old men doing an arm wrestle. That means nothing. But this is literally died into this city's blood. Manchester City versus Manchester United. It's miles more. Go watch that video, by the way, and give me some love in the comments, because basically the rivalry arguments are Liverpool United, City United, or Arsenal Spurs. The idea that Arsenal Spurs is bigger than Man City Man United is just mind-blowingly stupid in my opinion. Go support me in the comments and go vote for DT to hold the L over on the community tab on Super 60 channel. Go watch it in the link in the description below and show me some love over there. Let's get on to this video. Let's get on to it. I'm going to start with Silva Mahrez. Now, it didn't quite work as like golden. It is not quite the pun I wanted. But basically, I wanted to draw attention to our absolutely brilliant, mesmeric, blood-twisting, wonderful left-footed magicians in Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez. Both were absolutely immense last night. Mahrez in particular, I mean, I tell you what, Mahrez, when he's in that form, is absolutely unplayable. Last night, it's everything I wanted from Mahrez. Now, people think, some of his fans think I don't like Mahrez, which is just genuinely nonsense. I only dislike Mahrez. I wouldn't even say I dislike him. I only get frustrated with Mahrez when I feel like he kind of glides through and becomes a bit predictable and does the same thing over and over again and gives the ball away cheaply. Last night, he was absolutely, he was everywhere. He was absolutely fantastic. The variety to his game, his work rate, his intensity, and his skill. Absolutely purring at all his touches. He was so goddamn good last night. Even Nida Manua, who was sat with you, he laughed during his Mahrez's first touch for that first goal when he controlled it on the outside of his foot and he went, I could never do that. I would never even try it. Instep only, always. Yeah, that's Mahrez for you. Absolutely brilliant. And alongside Bernardo, those two just giving the ball to each other. Bernardo last night was effervescent. He was just an insatiable bundle of energy with no little skill. Mahrez and Bernardo tore them to pieces down that right-hand side, and I loved watching it. And that, of course, aligned with Walker's overlapping runs. It was just a beautiful, brutal sight to behold. On that word brutal City, man. Like, we learned last night, this Manchester City side do not want to give up this winning streak. They do not want to concede a point. They do not want to give their opposition rivals even the faintest glimmer of hopes. We are inevitable. Once again, I'm sorry. I swear, you've been watching these videos for a while. I've been saying that on videos for some time now. I know it's going to end up a thing when City win the league, but I swear I coined that, lads. I swear I coined it. I'm just saying, by the way, get me some royalties in the post when that becomes a thing. Either way, it doesn't matter. But this City side are incredibly inevitable. We are brutal, man. The thing last night that really impressed me with this City side is you can visibly see something switch in their heads when they conceded that goal, totally undeservedly. Their first touch in the box, Wolves. This City side, they were offended by that. They took it personally, man. That meme with Michael Jordan, and I took that personally. Genuinely, when Conor Cody did that, he poked that hornet's nest. He rattled Manchester City's cage. And we bite back. We definitely stung back. And that City side last night were absolutely insatiable. They were brutal. They were scarily good last night. We were all over them like a rash. The intensity, the desire for goals. And we didn't even let up with the third goal or the second goal. We didn't let up. We went after him until literally the referee threw in the flag for the Wolves. He literally said, leave them alone, man. You've absolutely destroyed them. And it was brilliant to watch this City side so committed to finding that winner, despite everything. Despite this league probably still going to be ours, regardless if we drop points or not. This City side did not want anything other than perfection. And I love that. Thirdly, I want to talk about Gabriel Jesus' faith, man. He gets so much criticism every now and then, but I won't hear it. Last night, he was absolutely incredible. He was brilliant. I mean, I know I saw a lot of people on social media giving him a hard time after Patricio made that big save because we were all frustrated and it felt like it was going to cost us. And do you know what? It was just a really good save. It was a very good save. That was going in, but he got something to it. And it was a good save, man. But overall, his work rate and his link-up play at times last night, he's not the most popular man, but he should be much more popular than he is. You have to accept that not everyone is going to be Sergio Aguero in front of goal, and I guess it can be frustrating every now and then. But Jesus last night, the amount of times he got the ball, and I guess you don't always notice it, and once again, I am lucky to be there last night. I'm very lucky, and thank you once again for giving me the opportunity, guys. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But one thing that I got to do, that was the first time in ages, is watch him on the ball, and you realise how strong these Wolves players are. The amount of times he got the ball, and he had barely a second, and the TV does change that perception. It really genuinely does, because you hear it and you sense it a little bit more when you're there in person. And he still wriggled away past 2 or 3 defenders, never gave up the ball, constantly physical, constantly giving the defenders absolutely loads to think about. His work rate, his involvement, and 2 goals as well. Absolutely world-class work rate last night. Genuinely a brilliant player, and we need to give him some respect. He's only a young lad still. He's a fantastic footballer. And likewise, Relentless Raz. Another thing, once again, from talking to Nathan Manua last night, Nathan was saying to me at the game, people like Raheem Sterling sometimes don't get the credit. He didn't say that, but that's what he was implying. He's saying the reason what makes Sterling so brilliant, this is his words, is because he never gives up. He said, I played with players before that they'll make a run, and if they don't get the ball, they won't make that run again. They just give up. Whereas Raheem, he's relentless, man. We all know what Raheem Sterling's about in terms of his work rate, but I don't think we appreciate his desire anywhere enough. He will not ever stop running. Imagine, right, and I said it on Twitter last night, you've got someone with a build of a middleweight boxer, so he's a physical bastard. He's tough, he's tough. And then you've got someone with the pace of an Olympic sprinter, and all of a sudden you've got this physical bull of a player who then won't ever stop running in behind you, won't ever stop running at you, won't ever stop moving around the forward line, won't ever stop asking for the ball, won't ever stop covering back and tackling people, won't ever stop being in your face like a little wasp buzzing around your head at all times. It's so hard to mark, and his movement and his work rate and his intelligence is absolutely top class. And he was so unlucky with that little back heel flick or that long range effort. He was so close to scoring 2 wonder goals there. But overall, what makes Raheem Sterling so brilliant is that relentless nature. I think it was Wan-Bissaka who actually said that one of his hardest games was against Sterling because he never stopped, and he never does stop. And I think we need to appreciate that, even though he may not be the most clinical in front of goal, and occasionally the ball will get stuck under his feet, sometimes it's better the devil you know what I mean? Raheem Sterling is a top-class footballer for a reason, because that desire and that work rate is absolutely second to none. And his tactical intelligence and his movement and the terror that he causes. I mean, the things we don't appreciate is that some footballers aren't always going to pass the eye test. Some footballers aren't great to watch in terms of pretty things, but we sometimes struggle to differentiate between attractive styles and effective styles. And Sterling, for me, he's a bit attractive stylistically in terms of how he plays, but he's ultra effective. He's ultra useful to a side because that movement tires defenders, because that movement causes chaos and confusion. And when you've got the likes of De Bruyne, Bernardo, Jesus, whatever, all those kind of players around, that confusion then can be capitalised on those kind of plays. You need those people willing to run and take players out of shape and out of position, and that's what Sterling does. He's a leader, a warrior, and I'm so glad he's ours. Finally, I just want to say, guys, drink it in. Just drink it in. Seriously, drink it in. We are witnessing something incredibly special. And yes, money's been a big part of it. I'm not one of the City fans I'm going to say it had zero part. Of course, the fact that we can sign great players helps. Of course, the fact that we can sign Guardiola's helped. But it isn't everything. It isn't everything. We've seen over at Manchester United that you can spend £1 billion and that can't guarantee you success unless you've got a bunch of players that have been expertly signed, that have been scouted down to the very minute detail. They basically sign players who are ultimate professionals. No players who just want to have a good time and party and all that kind of stuff and make arrogant third-person statements or anything like that. They sign players who only want to win, who are only committed to success, who are only fitting into our no idiots policy, basically. This City side have been absolutely meticulously crafted together by brilliant professionals who know exactly what to look for in a player, and then moulded and sculpted by a savant-like genius of a manager, Guardiola, who accepts no substitutes for anything other than quality. A man who is so meticulous in his detail that he'll call up someone like Lionel Messi at 3 in the morning when he's at Barcelona with an idea. This guy does not sleep. He literally lives and breathes football. And that's why it kind of rubs off on the players. And then the players themselves as well, ultra dedicated, ultra professional, ultra hardworking, ultra respectful, then ultra intelligent and ultra talented. You can't get what this City side have got without being absolutely brilliant. And I guess my overall arching point now is drink it in, because this is as good as it gets. We'll win the Champions League at some point and it may feel better, but overall, this period that we're going through now with Guardiola, this is pretty much as good as it gets. It's absolutely sensational, and I love it, and you should love it as well. And at some point, this City side are going to drop points, and we might even lose it at the weekend or whatever, and I won't be angry at them. I won't be angry not because I've got low standards, because they've earned a right not to be perfect by being goddamn perfect for 21 games in a row now, 20-odd unbeaten as well. It's insane, and they are doing superhuman things from a superhuman collective of players that deserve and 100% earned our respect. And they are fantastic. Drink it in, because this is an incredible time to be alive for Manchester City fans. Guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want a Cancelo Culture t-shirt, Cancelo, by the way, excellent last night. Top link, top comment. I made a couple of these up. It's cool. Look at it, man. It's absolutely sick. I love it, man. It's absolutely love it. And also, thank you so much for watching. And once again, thank you for my all the support from last night. I did my match reaction video last night, and I was an emotional boy because I was just on cloud nine. It was just a nice moment. And you guys are the loveliest, most kindest football community on this app. I promise I believe that's true, and I think it is true, genuinely. Keep being awesome. Thank you to all the new patrons as well, like Martin, Austin, and Michael. Go and check out the new Hold the L series over on Super 6. Give me some love in the comments and go and vote for DT in their community tab. So I don't want to hold the L. I don't want to do that. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you in a bit.